Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name's Ashley and I'm mum of 5, and today I'm doing a grocery haul which is slightly different than usual. So if you aren't familiar with my channel, I would share a lot of meals of the week or recipe ideas on my channel, of which I get lots of really nice positive feedback. But within those videos, recently I've got quite a lot of personal emails regarding maybe using joints of meat during the week or items that people would say were a bit more luxury. So personally, our lifestyle, my husband and myself, we both work. It's something we can afford, and I am very budget conscious when it does come to shopping. And we meal plan, and if you watch them carefully, quite a lot of the time, one joint would cook 2-3 dinners. However, a lot of these women were stipulating that they were actually reliant on food banks, or at times they were waiting in the supermarkets to the very end of the store closing for yellow ticket items. Now, I am a little bit familiar with yellow ticket items in the sense that I've seen them on occasion and I'm not averse to picking them up. I think, in Marks and Spencer's a few times, but I most definitely haven't been in the position where I've actively went to a supermarket to look for yellow sticker items. And for me, really, it just really upset me in the sense that in a first world country that there's mums and dads here for whatever reasons, whatever circumstances, let's face it, none of us know what's around the corner, are reliant on waiting for reduced items. And I was astonished by how much I picked up. So I don't want to keep waffling about it anyway. This part will show you the grocery haul. You'll see everything that I picked up, and I have to stress, it was quite minimal effort and minimal fuss. I probably took about an hour maximum. I would love to hear your stories if it's something you avoid, you've never tried, or it's something you're actually reliant on yourself, and if there's any tips or tricks as well. But I've completely got my eyes opened, and what I'll actually be doing is it'll be up at the weekend. The meals of the week will be completely from all these items that I've purchased, and I'm going to tell you the before price and the after price at the end. So if you are new, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell beside it, and then that way you'll be able to see if the yellow sticker items did work out. I had a couple of rules just in place, and they were that I wouldn't buy an item if I didn't think I was going to get to use it, didn't want to waste it. If I seen a lot of people, which I had this vision that may be the case, there would be a lot of people scrambling over items, that I didn't want to really do that. If people are scrambling after yellow sticker items, they probably need it more than me. I'm doing this for a challenge. I didn't want to go down that route. And thirdly, I mean, if you really need to feed your child, you will feed them whatever. So I don't want to be judgy on that, but I wanted to keep this realistic to our family. So we've kept anything that the likes of our kind of ethics that we would have. So fish would be from sustainable sources, certain types of meat would be of certain produce. So kind of kept it like that to keep it realistic for us. But anyway, let's crack on. So you probably hear the noise of the kids. So anyway, this is my first part, and this was Asda, and like I said, I just popped up in the evening time. The kids are just heading to bed. So anyway, I'm just going to flick through. So this is Asda's called Loin, and it is £3.50 now, and before it was £6.97, and that's quite a big portion. You can make a fish pie. I will probably slice it up and do cod goujons for everybody. And then salmon, it's another thing that can be quite expensive, and because these are from the fresh fish counter in particular, it would be expensive. So before it was £4.5 for this portion, and I got it for £2. So they'd be really good. They've already been stuck in the freezer. I've taken them out now just to film this. Then, now, I didn't go for a value range or anything. This is normally what I would get. If I'm not buying from a butcher, which to be honest I like to buy from a lot, I will always go for the more premium. So this is the reduced fat steak mince, which is going to be that bit more expensive anyways. And this was down to £2.52, so not half price or a crazy reduction, but before it would have been £3.79, so still a saving. And that is the size of portion I would go for. So that's 750 grams, which is a lot. That makes a lasagna for us, a chili or spaghetti bolognese or meatballs, one of their favourites. So already there it's shaping up the almost 3 meals. You'll see from my meals a week, I do tend to like to cook everything fresh. I wouldn't normally get goujons, but I understand there'd be people that are working and they like to go convenience. That is absolutely fine. I thought, well, I don't have anything against it, and at the end of the day, my kids eat these sort of things at kids' parties and things, so I picked these up. They were originally £2 and they're down to 79p, and they are breaded goujons. And I thought, there's some evenings me and Alistair get to go out or just, you know, sometimes you have a crazy day. That would make life easy for myself. So I have included those. They'll go in the freezer. Don't know when they would get used, to be honest. Then mash, I would never dream of buying portions like this. Sometimes the odd time at Marks and Spencer's where you get a meal deal like for £10, me and my husband would maybe pick one up as a side, but I always make my mashed potato. This originally was £1 and it's down to 47p, and I picked up 2 of those portions. So I thought for the kids, that with beans or something some night that we're going out would be really good and a time saver for me. But I understand a lot of parents, that's the kind of meals that they would have to cook if they're working and things. Then beef casserole steak, I go through so much casserole steak, making stews, and even, you know, nice beef and broccoli bake with this would be lovely. Originally it was £5.7 for this portion size, and now it's £3.54. So not quite half price, but a good saving again. And that's a really big portion size. By the time I add vegetables and things, that is probably our typical portion size for a stew or slow cooker meal that I would make. So everything that's there, that's all that I got in Asda. I figured it out. So originally it would have been £25.83, and I got it then for £14.08. So everything has been put in the freezer already, but this is good backup meals. I'll be cooking from this and definitely show you some meals from that. And like I said there, so these are pieces that maybe normally wouldn't have went for, but then I'll show you the other store. So this is good little backups for the freezer. So on to Marks and Spencer's now, and this is everything I got from Marks and Spencer's. Marks and Spencer's was slightly different because everything is more or less spread out sporadically, so you just see little yellow stickers. So they must just sticker them as the dates go down and things like that. Everything here has actually, and a lot of these, they have a day or two. So show you what we got anyway, but Marks and Spencer's was great savings. So I have bought this full price plenty of times, the Woodfired Pizza. I am going to freeze that. Originally it says it was £6 and it's reduced to £1.50, and you've got all your mixed meats on that, and it's quite a large size, so it's lovely. Then I've never tried this, but obviously this is with the party range, so some of this stuff, because it is more seasonal, they've obviously just slashed it to get it out of the way. 12 mini toad in the holes, and that was £3.50, and it's down to £1.75, so half price. And obviously Yorkshire puddings with the wee sausage wrapped in bacon in the middle. I'm going to freeze that, so that date is for today, so that needs to be frozen straight away, and it is freezer because obviously it's got the little symbol there. It's going to freeze that someday. Mashed potatoes, and I make nice vegetables, and the kids could have a few of those. If not, we'll even try it. This, I have a great idea for this. So tomorrow I've actually got, it's my turn to have the mums and the toddlers up at my house, so I've got some little pastries and things there, and I always bake a cake, have some pastries, but I thought, only because I've seen it in offer, I'd do a little bit of a board as well, because it's around lunchtime. So this is amazing. So you will see that it was £10, and it's been reduced several times, and it's down to £1.25. It needs to be at tomorrow. Having said that, I have had cured meats before. It's really, the taste wouldn't be impaired. So in the centre you have got your olives, and then you've got 2 bits of chorizo, your bruschetta, and then your cheese. And that was £10 before for £1.25. That is lovely. So I'm going to do a wee board up. But I also seen this again, that is for tomorrow's date, so I do need to do that tomorrow. And that's all your mixed selection of meats. So what I'm actually going to do is, when I put nice breads and oils out, is use that and keep out this chorizo, and I think I'll do a paella with that. So that has worked out really well. So between those two things, £2.35, that's going to be lovely. Then these, if you ever go to Marks and Spencer's Deli, on occasion I would get things from it, to be honest, and it is beautiful. This is quite steep if you ask me. I wouldn't fancy buying 6 of these individually. I do love making pies, but this is a Bria's lamb shoulder pie. Was £5, as you can see there. Let's focus. £5 down to £1. So I got 2 of those. They've got a bit of date on them anyway, so I'm going to do those for myself and Alistair. And because we ate out today, like I said, and then we're at the cinnamon things, we will just have a late night snack. So probably about 8 o'clock, myself and Alistair will enjoy. I thought this sausage roll was great, and that was originally £2.20, again from the deli. And it's cranberry and bacon with sausage roll mix, obviously. That is lovely. So I've got 2 of those. And then this, again, I have bought this in the pot, but it's so expensive when you buy it in a little pot in Marks and Spencer's, and I can make that sort of thing at home. But if you're wanting a nice easy side, this is the sweet potato salad, and it's half price. It is £1.75 and it was £1.80. So 2 of those. Then I would never really buy this for lunch for myself. This is the soy, honey and lime salmon, and we've got 2 days just on that, and it was £5 and it's down to £1.25. So either, probably not tomorrow because I'll be having all that there with the girls. I would say the next day I will treat myself to that for maybe a lunch. It would do as a dinner, but I think I'll be eating other things. And then, like I said, I wanted some pastries, so I think I'll have this probably with a cup of tea later. But they are quite expensive to buy individually. That's normally £1. It was down to 50. The other one, still in the packaging, it's £1. It was just down to 75p, but I knew I really liked those. Then the kids have already had 2 of these between them, but these are the cookies. Normally they're a good 50p each. I think maybe 60 or 75, but I've said 50p each, and there's 5 of them in total, and they were reduced to £1. So £1 for 5 is really good of those, and they are so, if you haven't tried those before, they're delicious. Then these ultimate English muffins, and I thought with a bit of salmon and scrambled egg, or just scrambled egg and bacon some morning, they'd be really nice. They were down to 85p, and they're normally £1.60. So I maybe freeze those. I'll see. I'll go through everything and make a bit of a freezer itinerary. So I wrote down all my sums, what was before and what was after, and such amazing savings here. So £52.10 if I bought it for the original price, and I think because of the likes of that cheese board and things like that is what the big savings were in. But I paid £14.40. So like I said, a little bit of a lunch tea that I have to do, and 2 things I can freeze there. So there's probably 2 teas, and then I'll obviously do my own vegetables and sides. There's another tea, and then just like a late night snack we're having, and a lunch. So that is pretty good going for Marks and Spencer's. So because I've got quite a lot of meat in the other stores, I thought I would just focus on maybe some bits and pieces that I needed during the week. So in Sainsburys I headed, and it was mainly, there wasn't much really in the vegetables, but some fruit just for the kids' lunches and things. So this fruit will do them for their packed lunches tomorrow. The date is the 8th. A punnet of grapes in our house goes straight away anyway. So it wasn't a big savings, but normally £1.95, and we got it for £1.54. So like I said, that'll be gone tomorrow. These pineapples I'm going to eat tonight, because with pineapple, it was £1.60, it's down to 39p. I would never, unless it's maybe the odd occasion, buy it already sliced like this, because it is expensive, and just buy the food pineapple. But that is a good value, so I'll have that after my supper later anyways. And then this loaf, this will be put in the freezer. We always go for a home meal for sandwiches anyway. That was £1.5 and it's down to 24p, and that would need to be used up by the end of tomorrow if you weren't. So I might keep a few slices out. I think I'm okay for bread, so probably straight in the freezer. And then obviously I'm doing lots of lunches for kids anyway. So I got these baps. I like the Irwin soft roll baps. There were 6 of those, and they were £1, and we got those for 60p. Now I'm completely aware that you can get own brand from the bakery section, baps for 50 and 60p anyway, but this is a brand I like, so if it's on offer like this, I would be happier just doing that. Carrot wise, I didn't go with veg because I wanted to get home and plan what all we were having, but I know I'm going to make a stew with the casserole steak probably tomorrow. Now these are the 8th, but I know you could get another day out of those just by looking at them, and for a slow cooker meal or anything. So I'll make a stew with these. They were 90p down to 59p. Again, I could get carrots for 59p. I could get a lot more quantity, but these are the little baby style, which I love roasted, or I think they just have a nicer flavour. So that is a good way of just having what you like but getting it for a similar price to the non-branded. Then these will be for the kids' snacks. The 2 boys are still at home, the 2 youngest. So 29p for hot cross buns. That's 60p down to 29p. And I can even put 1 or 2 out in the little tea with the mums tomorrow. And then this is what I thought. I'll pop these in the oven. They'll come out nice and warm. £1 down to 59p. And I got 2 of those. And so that is me covered between Marks and Spencer's and Sainsburys then for the pastries for tomorrow. So that's everything in Sainsburys. And I totted up here then that I paid £4.24 just, and that was really, as you've seen, just fruit and bakery stuff. And originally it would have been £8.17, so roughly 50% off. So then on to Tesco's, and by this stage, you know, I got all that plus what is in the fridge, so I didn't want to go too crazy, and I just thought I'd pick up anything that kind of caught my eye. And like I said, the kids were sleeping in the car, 2 of them, just ran in and out. So I seen this bread, this loaf, and it was 75p before, and it was down to 11p. and obviously, you know, it's only really going to do probably till tomorrow, and I've enough stuff going on, so that's going to go straight in the freezer as is. And I'm 100% going to use that if I'm doing a stew or a soup, and just bring that out, heat it in the oven on the day, and that will be absolutely lovely. I've done that plenty of times before. Then, because Christmas is over and everyone's went off the sausage meat, this has been bought to go in the fridge, and I can't believe this is £2 originally and it's down to 20p, and it's a good brand of sausage meat. And if you watch my meals of the week, quite often my husband likes to make a sausage roll, so that is a definite good one for the freezer. Then again, because it's Christmas, I mean, this isn't crazily reduced or anything, but the kids eat a lot of these crackers for their lunches and snacks, so pick that up. That's the Jacob's crackers, and they were originally £2 down to £1, so I just picked them up while they were there. Raspberries, I mean, raspberries are expensive anyway. I do normally get a larger size than this for about £2, but I think the good thing about reduced items is sometimes you can go up to an organic range, and for the amount of fruit I'm getting, I don't usually go organic, to be honest. So that was £2.50 down to £1.28, so that was a good savings, and we'll have that either later or again the kids will eat that, no bother. Then these meats I picked up, they were straight from the deli, and I think quite often I would just cook roasts and then slice it all up and have it in the fridge ready for sandwiches, but these were reduced at such a good price, £3.23 before, and it's down to 81p, and really you've got, by the dates there, we've got 2 or 3 days on those, so that's really good. So that will do lunches for my husband, for myself, for the kids. And again, this was £3.79 down to 95p. So because that's fresh and can't be frozen, I've got to be planned, and that will definitely be lunches. I've got my salmon noodle salad to eat tomorrow, and then that's 2-3 days of sandwiches, a mixture of roast beef and ham. And then, I mean, these weren't a necessity, but I just thought they looked quite nice. This is something I usually make at home, but I thought maybe those little lamb pies from Marks and Spencer's, and these were originally £2 down to £1, and they are cream cheese stuffed open cup mushrooms, which I thought would give a go. The kids would probably have that, I thought, with their pizza, or maybe the lamb pies, me and Alistair. So that is everything in Tesco's, not very much, and I got my husband to do the wee list up for me here. This is his calculations, let's see. So originally before it would have cost £9.27, and instead what we got there, it actually cost £6.25, so it's a third of the price. We save £13 there. And then I worked this here all out, so you've seen everything. We did Tesco's, Asda, Marks and Spencer's and Sainsburys. And in total then, if everything had been bought at a full price, it would have been £105.37. But instead, we got it for less than half price at £39.02. And if I wanted, I can make dinners out of absolutely everything this week, but I have too much, I think, between the freezer items. So that shows you the typical savings that can be made. There's a few lunch items as well, and there's bread for breakfasts if you wished. But so for us, that is a really good savings. And like I said, if you would like to see how I'm going to incorporate them into a week's meals, this will most definitely not just be a week, it'll be over the stretch of a couple of weeks. So make sure to hit subscribe and hit the little notification bell beside the subscribe button as well, so that you will get an alert when this video comes up and you don't miss it. But please let me know in the comments down below, have you ever done that? Do you avoid the yellow sticker? Do you feel embarrassed? Or have you just noticed that a lot of supermarkets do it at certain times? Let me know in the comments down below. But hopefully that has maybe got your eyes open and let you see what there is in supermarkets. I mean, like I said, I'm certainly not adverse to trying, and if I see something with a sticker, I know that I can use it, but I've never done a big shop like that at all. Marks and Spencer's, I would always see stuff from their gastro range, and it is one of my favourite stores, and it's more expensive, so I would pick them up when I see them. But I definitely got my eyes open for the minimal amount of effort it took, so I'll definitely be doing it again. Let me know if you would like to see more videos like this, if it's of use to you or whatever. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye!